Hi Garrett, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Amazing to see you.
Yeah.
I have a couple of questions for you.
All right.
So number one is, what is DDC doing at GTC? Why are you here? What are you showing?
Yeah, DDC Solutions. We have a product called the Rack Containment Unit, and our S-Series Rack Containment platform has 3 different models. Very big equipment. It's hardware, which each rack is rolled into, and instead of containing your heat and generate and cooling your AI infrastructure at the room level within a data hall.
That's what most people do.
You're able to optimize every single rack and cool more efficiently based off of what that workload is doing at any given time, because each one is inside its own container and fully isolated from the rest of the room.
That's fascinating. Sounds like a level up in cooling.
Yeah, exactly. It also provides a lot of asset protection. There's fire suppression built in. It's waterproof, so sprinkler events that might happen within the data center, your IT gear, your increasingly expensive GPUs are protected.
That's amazing.
Yep.
And we've been working with Smart Spatial for a little bit.
Yep.
How do we help you tell that story?
Well, in shows like this where we don't have the space to physically bring in the gear, we were able to do the digital twin that you see running back here, which helps us to explain the concept as quickly as possible and visualize that concept without just pointing to our solution materials that we have printed out, and so it's been a benefit in that way. There's also airside cooling and then liquid to chip, direct to chip integration through our CDU partner, and different concepts where we want to be able to show within the context of a broader data center how that all would work together, not just show them the physical box by itself. We want to show how it intersects with all the other equipment and how you'd actually design and architect the data center around our units. So being able to add that level of visualization and the layers helps us to do that.
Brilliant. And this is digital twins. We see digital twins deployed in marketing and simulations and ultimately in operations with end customers. How do you see that concept evolving?
I think just designing and building it in a way that you can scale and add to over time is important, because for us, we have new models, we have updates to our different models over time. And so once we have the foundation, we want to show this is the S4, we want to show the S5 or the new GPU Vault, the other products that we announced for GTC. We can do that with relative ease within the architecture.
Interesting. And lastly, let me ask you this. If somebody's considering Smart Spatial and is kind of on the fence, what would you tell them?
I think it is a great way to visualize and tell your story. I think that it's important to work through in the kind of early stages before you get to this. Work with your team closely, as we did, to really think through the scenarios and work with the sales team themselves, the engineering team, just anybody who could help you understand the optimal way to, like, the little details, because that stuff matters, right? And make sure the sales team actually uses it and gets value out of it once you get the end product. So that's been successful for us, working with your team to think through the 2 or 3 main scenarios that we would want to be telling and showing and visualizing, and that'll lead to the greatest success at the show.
That's an excellent tip. Well, look, your team has been amazing to work with. You guys are pros. Thank you so much.
Yep, thanks for all the work.